All right. Hey, it's Jack Mills, aka Jack the Mortgage Guy. Okay, I'm on this Credit Karma. Y'all. I'm gonna show you how to look at this Credit Karma and fix your credit. Because everything's broken down in percentages. So the first thing when you click on Credit Karma, find the payment history, credit card use, derogatory marks, credit age, total accounts, hard inquiries. This is what makes up your credit report or your credit score. This is what makes up your credit score. So the first thing you want to do, you click on that payment history. It's at 98%, 3 late payments. So what I would do with them late payments, I will call up the creditor and see if they would take them late payments off. Out of good faith, see if they would take them late payments off. There's a good chance they would do it, especially if it's a collection account. Now, if it's a credit card and it's a charge off, they might not do it, but you just ask them. Just ask them if they'll take it off out of good faith, or make up something, or tell them the truth. And that payment history is actually 35% of your credit score. So I would try to get your late payments off and add more credit, get more credit cards. I know we was taught to stay away from credit cards, but you got to build your credit up. These lenders, these institutions, they want to see how you handle your credit. And the only way they can see how you handle your credit is through credit cards, installment loans, auto loans, mortgages. That's the only way they're going to be able to see how you handle your credit. Let's go back. All right, credit card use. This person is using 52% of their credit. All they really need to do is pay it down. Get it down, they say, get it down under 30%. You can do that, get it down to 30%, but really I would get it down under 10%. You'll get the max out of your credit score. You can get it lower than 10%. Don't pay it all the way off. I see clients, or I see people's credit reports, and they have 0 on it. I mean, I would try to keep something on it, because for one thing, a lot of these stores, if you don't use that credit card, they're going to close that account. If you don't use the credit card, you really don't want that to happen. Yeah, just pay down them credit cards, y'all. Let's go back. Derogatory amounts, derogatory marks. They really don't have anything on here. But this is where you will see like collection accounts. All your collection accounts will be over here where the derogatory amounts is. So a lot of these, let's say if you had collection accounts, I would try to settle some of that debt. And if you settle, tell the collection company, hey, if I pay this debt, if I give y'all $100, take it off my credit report and get it in writing. So if that collection account, if they want $1,000, try to give them like 100, but get it in writing just in case they do not take it off. Now you could take that email or paperwork and you can send that to the credit bureaus. So there's a proof right there, and the credit bureaus should take it off your credit report. And some people might have charge-offs on their credit report too. Charge-offs, now you can buy a house with charge-offs, but you gotta be real careful if you start disputing. If you start disputing them charge-offs, yeah, you gotta be real careful with that. Because you can get sued if you start disputing, especially if it's like over $2,000. My rule of thumb is, man, if it's under, you just gotta make a judgment call. But if it's under 2,000, I might dispute, and I might not. But if it's over, you're taking a chance, man. You gotta use a judgment call on that. All right, then you got a credit age. Look at the credit age and think to yourself, What can I do to get age? What can you do to get age? You could wait it out. This person at 2 years. They can wait it out. And it's going to go up every year. Or they can go to a friend or a family member and get put on someone else's credit card as an authorized user. We just taking a chance. Make sure they're responsible. If you go that route, make sure you're responsible, because every time they take a late payment, and a credit score dips and it drops, your credit score is going to drop too. So make sure they're responsible. Or another thing you could do is, I wouldn't do it, but you could go to the internet and they do charge for trade lines. But they're going to charge you $500 to $1,000. You just got to find a good, legit trade line company. Yeah, if I wouldn't go that route, just wait 40 years to go past, or use a friend or family. Make sure they're responsible. All right, let's go back. Total accounts. The more accounts you have, it looks good. You're building more of a payment history. I had a lawyer. I was watching a lawyer. I brought his book, 4 Steps to Better Credit. And I watched a couple of his videos. And he said, the more accounts you have, the better. Get about 25 accounts. And I'm thinking to myself, man, you got that lawyer money. You got that lawyer money. Not everybody got that lawyer money. I don't know if I'll be getting that many accounts, but a good amount of accounts you should have is probably anywhere from 5 to 10 accounts. Maybe like 3 or 4 credit cards. Get you a couple installment loans, maybe like a loan or auto loan, mortgage loan. But yeah, get you about 5 to 10 accounts, man. Then you'll start building up that payment history. Because every time you make a payment, your credit score should go up a little bit. But every time you're over 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, your credit score is going to dip a lot. That you could be 30 days late and your credit score is going to go down 30 to 50 points. I've seen it happen. And the higher your credit score is, the more points they're going to take. So if you have an 800 credit score and you get a 30-day late, they're probably going to drop you about 100 to 150 points. I know it sounds real shady, but that's how they do it. Remember, this is an algorithm that's reading all this data. There's an algorithm, the computer's reading it. All right, let's go back. Hard inquiries. These hard inquiries, they only stay on your credit report for 2 years, but they only affect your credit score for 1 year. So you can dispute them. Go directly to the company or go to the credit bureau and dispute. But like I was saying, they don't really hurt your credit score that much unless you start really doing it. Because you get a lot of these lenders from these card places, they do what you call a shotgun. They'll shotgun your credit, which is when you apply for a car, they'll go to all these different institutions, all these banks. They might go to 15 to 20 of them, all these lenders. That's why y'all get all them inquiries on your credit report. Now, when you go to mortgages, like when I pull credit, I only pull it once. Most companies just gonna pull it once. You're gonna work in the mortgage. Your credit report lasts 120 days. Yeah, but inquiries, they only stay on there for 2 years, y'all. But you can dispute them. You can dispute anything on your credit report. All right, y'all, that's basically it. How to look at that Credit Karma. Just look at your payment history and think to yourself, what I got to do to help my payment history. Either dispute some of them late payments or get some more credit so you can make them monthly payments and establish a payment history. Credit card usage, just pay out them credit cards. Derogatory marge, you're going to have your collections and charge-offs. You can dispute. But remember to make a judgment call. You don't want to get sued. You do not want to get sued. Make a judgment call. Credit age, just wait it out. Or get a friend or family member. Or, you could pay for trade lines. I don't recommend that, but you could pay for trade lines. Total accounts, try to keep it 5 to 10 accounts. You're going to build up a good credit score if you do that. Hard inquiries, try not to apply for a bunch of credit, but you can't dispute it. You can dispute it, y'all. All right, now, y'all be safe.